And so that was one of the reasons why I wanted to start this particular ministry, the Sacred Garden, because it would be a place where I could encourage women, particularly, to have a deeper appreciation of their own intuitive um, gifts, their own natural gifts, and value such things as dreams and intuition and imagination and creativity. Those sorts of things um, that many of us think don't really play a part in spirituality are in a lot of growth and development.
Mhm.
So that's why I say it's psycho-spiritual development, because the two um, go very much hand in hand.
And did you pursue that in any formal kind of way?
Yes, that was the focus of my second master's degree in transpersonal studies.
Um, and so that's what you're doing now, and I'll have you explain that. In, well, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So, what do you do now?
I do, here in the Sacred Garden, I do programs uh, that things like retreats, workshops, informal classes that help um, people to grow and develop psychologically and spiritually. But I also do different kinds of things like individual spiritual direction and individual pastoral consultation, where somebody wants to come in and just simply talk about their own spiritual growth and development, and how what obstacles they're facing, how they're wanting and uh, trying to listen to God in their life, what obstacles they're facing, what is going well, what seems to be a struggle for them, and what's happening kind of like in their own, not just in their relationship with God, but also what's happening in their relationship with other persons in their life, what's happening in their relationship with all creation, uh, and how is all of that calling them to continue to grow and develop as a whole person.
And have you found this work to be effective?
I love it, and the people that have been coming also uh, find that it has been very helpful to them. Um, there are people that have come just come into the space here, and I think the most frequent thing that I hear is there's such peace here,
Mm.
and so I think that just by coming into the space, many times they experience some shift within themselves. But then, when they're able to take the time um, to talk about what's happening within their own life, that this provides that kind of space. Our groups that, when we do have different groups, rather than just individually, are small, and so people feel like they are getting that very personal kind of
Intimacy.
attention. And that they are being individually heard and deeply respected. And I think I see that very much as a living out of our mission, because it's a way of being present to people uh, in a that says uh, you are important, you are deeply respected. Uh, uh, you have dignity. Your way of growing is maybe not necessarily somebody else's way of growing, and it's okay, you know. So people do have that sense of being very much like a plant that doesn't have to grow like the next plant, and so that's one of the reasons why the Sacred Garden name even is helpful to convey what happens in this space where each individual can grow in his or her own way. But primarily I work with women. I do have some men who come for spiritual direction or make an individual retreat, but it's primarily women.